music. Thank you for being here. Thank everyone, and also the compañero Brady Tapio for his music for about 10 minutes. We've been the second year, so I think it's going to be a few more years to lining out with his music. And really quick, I just wanted to make a quick announcement. So we have a little raffle that we're doing, and it's 2 Legoland tickets that for a day, and they expire June 30th. So you have about, if you're a winner, you get about a month to use them. And so you can, Cindy will have that box in the back. And y'all can just grab a piece of paper, put in your name, and put your name down for the raffle. And we'll announce it later on in the evening. So really quick, thank y'all again for coming. And I just want to say, that the AS Awards Banquet is not just a celebration of the time that we spent, but also a celebration of the memories, right? So it's all the good, the bad, the tough memories, also the tension, whatever it was, because tension, this was really interesting, but you know what? It's those moments of tension that really create growth. So sometimes those are really good for us, right, as students. So really quick, in a few more minutes, Brady's going to continue with a little bit more of his music. My bad, and then we're going to have Maricela Marquez come up and help and talk about, give you all a few minutes, a little speech, and then we'll continue on with the night. So thank y'all again.
Thank you.
Past year in as good a light as possible, and from the Care to Know campaign to the overwhelming support of the undergraduate student body passing all of the AS reaffirmations, to the establishment of new logins in support of the bottom line and COSWEB, to the near record-setting number of students voting in this past year's election, the absolute record-setting registration of voters in this past fall's Get Out the Vote campaign, to the absolutely wonderful smiles and supportive words that we pass on to all of you who are graduating. I want to make sure that each of you give each other a hearty round of applause. Please applaud again. I would actually invite you to please take a stand and cheer and appreciate this moment because it is fleeting. So I'm going to invite you to just please stand up, stretch. Okay, now with the expansion of your lungs, let it really, really congratulate each other. Okay, thank you very, very much for indulging an elderly person. So there are many people with whom we began the journey of this past academic year who are no longer in our company. Some folks have moved on, other folks have passed from this life, and yet others have become alienated from us for one reason or another. I'd like us all to take a moment and remember those who are no longer with us and remember them in our minds for a second or so. Amongst the AS professional staff who have started off the year with us but who are no longer with us include Scott Bull, Freddie Mercer, David Salmon, and Sarita Bickelman. Although they are all missed, we know that they all did the best that they could on the students' behalf, and we want to evoke the memory of their work tonight. Equally notable are the students that began the academic year with us but who have lost their lives and who are no longer with us for various reasons. Some of them have chosen to complete their studies elsewhere, and some others just simply have not completed or have completed their time on this earth. Let's take a moment and recall any of those who we might know, who began the journey with us, but who are no longer with us, and invite their memory here for a second. So finally, I want to leave you all with the following, which is a bit of a recollection, or a bit of a series of statements that I think I cannot actually quote the author, but a series of statements that have actually helped me a great deal throughout this year, as well as in these moments of transition. And so with that, I share this with you. There are people who come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. When you know which one it is, you will know what to do for that person. When someone is in your life for a reason, it is usually to meet a need you have expressed. They have come to assist you through a difficulty, to provide you with guidance and support, to aid you physically, emotionally, or spiritually. They may seem like a godsend, and they are. They are there for the reason you need them to be. Then, without any wrongdoing on your part, or at an inconvenient time, this person will say or do something to bring the relationship to an end. Sometimes they die, sometimes they walk away, sometimes they act up and force you to take a stand. But we must realize that our need has been met, our desire fulfilled, their work is done. The prayer you sent up has been answered, and now it is time to move on. Some people come into your life for a season because your turn has come to share, grow, or learn. They bring you an experience of peace and make you laugh. They may teach you something you have never done. They usually give you an unbelievable amount of joy. Believe it is real, but only for a season. Lifetime relationships teach you lifetime lessons. Things you must build upon in order to have a solid emotional foundation. Your job is to accept the lesson, love the person, and put what you have learned to use in all other relationships and areas of your life. It is said that love is blind, but friendship is clairvoyant. Thank you for being a part of my life, whether you were a reason, a season, or a lifetime.
Thank you, Maestro, once again. So next, I'd like to call up the incoming president, Jonathan Abo, to give a few thoughts.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Miguel, for organizing this. I've known Miguel for 2 years now, so he's been a great person to just work with and interact with for the past year. So I want to just give some appreciation to Miguel for putting this on. So I want to just thank you all for the work you've done this year. Oftentimes, the work of student leaders and student activists is never really appreciated enough sometimes. A lot of the times the work we do goes unrecognized by the general student body. I really want to tell everybody that while it might be unrecognized now, or thankless work, I can tell you that the work we do now is in the future going to affect hundreds and thousands of students. I want to give you an example. Actually, I left my prop with me here. Let me bring that up. Okay. So I was in the PSA office last night working on a paper, and I found this this yellow notebook, and it's titled Student Services Building, and it's from 1998, so quite a while ago. And this is the book that kind of outlined the plan to build the Student Resources Building that we have now on campus. And if you go and read through this, it's really extensive, really detailed. But it didn't pass that year. Nothing happened. I mean, the Student Research Building eventually passed in 2005, I think. And a lot of work went into this that no one probably appreciated at the time. But we know that this was a building block towards having a building that so many students every day go through and use every day. So maybe the work you use today might not be realized, but just know that the work that AS does is going to be impactful to the campus in the long run, whether we're working on sustainability, getting better bike paths, faculty diversity. The work we do now might only be just 1 year in the big puzzle of shaping our campus. I just wanted to really emphasize that and show you this cute little example of how in 1998 it didn't work, but in 2005 it did. And now we have an actual building that we all go to. So this was a really successful year for AS as well. I mean, we passed Prop 30. That was successful. Like, we saved one of the possible collapse of our institution. But the work doesn't end now. I mean, yes, we are at a turning point in our university's history, but there is a lot of work left to do. For example, online education is coming up. We're going to have to organize around that and make sure that students are being heard, and that issue is not going to be detrimental to the future of our education. Another thing, I met with the incoming chairs of the Career Commission today, and we were talking about pushing for the gender and sexuality GE next year. So this is hard work. It's really difficult. I mean, getting online education to be really student-centered and getting a new GE passed, something that's, and this GE in particular has been tried for at least 10 years. It's hard work, but associate students has always proved that we can really get the hard work done. And that's what we're good at. That's what we've done for years and years and years. Like the Student Resources Building, this was hard work. I mean, it wasn't just AS working on it, but this is hard work the students were able to do. It took us, 10, 15 years to make it happen, but the work that associate students can do is unsurpassed on this campus. I don't think there's ever been another organization here that really can affect change, like real change on this campus. So I'm really excited for next year. Lastly, I just want to say thank you for everybody who, just for me, who's influenced me in my life, like especially Maricela has been such a great mentor, and I can't wait to continue working with her next year. Aaron Jones in the back, he's been great. So let's just give Aaron a round of applause. And Flo, she's new, but Flo's been great the past year too. Let's give Flo a round of applause. And then all the other AS staff have been great in supporting all of us, because our work cannot be done without the support they provide. So let's give them all a round of applause. So to close, we have a big year ahead of us. We had a big year this year, but I know associate students just gets better and better every year. Thank you so much, and let's just enjoy our time here. And congratulations to everyone who's going to win an award or you were nominated, because it's such an honor to just be recognized and know that you're appreciated and the work you do is recognized on this campus. So thank you.
And with that, we're going to begin the first official award certificates. Sorry. So the first award is the Jeremy
Vice President. It has been an amazing year, but also just facing a lot of challenges. I was just telling Miguel that I really wish that that there was more people here, and I think even being the internal vice president. And I feel like I should have, really, how can I say that? Yeah, I don't know, how I can articulate what I'm trying to say. But I just wish that I would have been able to meet everyone in the association. I know that the association is a lot greater than this room. And I just wish that I would have seen everyone here. And this award, thank you, just really quick about it. Thank you very much. To the people that have really been there for me to support me. I couldn't have done it without Maricela, without Flo, without my execs, Sophia, Yoel, Nadeem, Randy, and to the senators who literally made it until the end. So, thank you. Yeah, I know, right?
I really just want to say some words that a fellow advisor and mentor really say to me, which is, oftentimes when folks are awarded, the importance of people in the sense of being mirrors. And I really want to say this award is really a mirror of all of you and all the hard work that all of you have put in this year and in my 4 years here. It's been an absolute pleasure, I can't even tell you, to meet, and even some of you that I haven't met, which is not okay, I'm going to shake your hand. Hi, nice to meet you. We'll find out later. All right. I have to say it is students historically who have kept this university running who have found solidarity and connection through other communities on campus and our local community. And I just want to say, it's you, it's y'all. Thank you so much, but really, it's all about you, so thank you.
Thank you, Sophia. So this next. Thank you so much for the recognition. Thank you.
That program ahead of time. I really appreciate it. It's always the case. I've always learned much more than I've ever had a chance to teach. And so I greatly appreciate the time that I get to spend with all of y'all and the opportunity to do so in the future. So greatly appreciate it. Thanks.
So we're representatives of CAB, like just a little spiel before. So CAB is really expanded. We had some really great people on our board this year. We had a volunteer opportunity every day of the week that we offered to the campus. We had like so many things. We had a big volunteer week where we had all the people, we had a different theme each week and a different volunteer opportunity, and we ended it with a huge fair and went off really well. So we had a lot of great people on board this year, and it was really hard to make this decision.
So, we're going to give our Member of the Year award to Allie Guthrie. Next year, so can do huge things. And she's done huge things this year with us, and it's been amazing having her on the board. So,
Just a quick synopsis. So Allie, she's our Hunger Homeless Coordinator this year, and she went above and beyond. So she went above and beyond just the position that she was given. So she added an additional day. We had a breakfast club where we served the House's community breakfast every week, and so she added an additional dinner club, and she spearheaded the volunteer week with getting schedules together, making sure everything was in order. So she's been a really great addition to the capital, and we really love her.
also, Swipes for the Houseless, new program started by Allie and another. So it's awesome. She's awesome.
Hello everyone. My name's Kyle, I work at KCSB, and I started working with the recipient of this award about 2 years ago. And we didn't know each other, but we were put into a partnership together where we had to work together and collaborate on projects throughout the year. I was a little nervous about this because, you're working with someone you never worked for and you have to do this for the whole year. But right away I knew that this person was someone I could work with really well. We collaborated great. We had open and honest communication about what we wanted, both for the station and both for our positions. And throughout the year I saw the dedication and passion that he brings to his work. I continue to see that this year, whether it be putting in long hours to make sure that we have a complete program schedule, or having the composure to field calls at ungodly hours of the morning. I've seen him do so many great things for us, and now that he's graduating, it will be sad to see him go. But it's my honor and my privilege to give this award to my coworker and very good friend, Naveed Ibrahimzadeh. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the bottom line. Kelsey and I, who's my co-chair, and I nominated this person who we met this year because we noticed their incredible dedication, always being open to taking stories, always coming up with new ideas of what to do, always volunteering for some of probably the most boring jobs that anyone could ever volunteer for. And so we would like to give this award to Jordan Wolf for Jordan is also taking over our promotions and distribution next year, so you can hang out with him at 7 a.m. on Wednesdays. If you ever want to meet him, please do.
Thank you. I'm very happy right now. So thank you, Anna.
You're welcome.
Hello. Greetings, folks. So I'm the chair of IB Tennis Union, and I would like to give an award to a member that I took class with during my second year. We took acting class, and since I was already involved in IBTU, and I decided to recruit her, and that was one of the best decisions throughout my IBTU career. Because she was really supportive, and whenever she started as a recruitment, actually community outreach coordinator, and then she got kind of like stepped into the vice chair, and you know, whenever IB2 takes a lot of decision making, and whenever like I don't know what to think or like I don't know what to do, she's always there for me, and she's really supportive, and she just told about IB2 to all the student community, and I really appreciate that. So, and the award of the member of the year goes to Noel Hetzler.
So we are here on behalf of the Student Commission on Racial Equality. Well, I would like to apologize for us retrieving the award earlier. That was really awkward, and I apologize for it. So, SCORE this year has, in my eyes, done a lot more than I imagined, and a lot more than I could have imagined while entering the co-chair position last year. Our facing race was well attended, and it was such a success, and I'm so grateful and just so grateful for everyone that attended, especially for the help that we received this year, because it was absolutely essential for the work that we did, and especially for all the programs that we did accomplish and administer.
So, hi everyone, I am Mavi. I am the other co-chair of Student Commission on Racial Equality, Brandon. And this person that we have chosen for Member of the Year, well, first I want to acknowledge that we have amazing officers this year who have put in so much work and have done an amazing job with SCORE this year. But we ended up choosing this person who has gone above and beyond this year. The moment they stepped into their role, doing more than what we have asked for, always asking if there's something else that they can do to help, always being there at every meeting and at every event, and always doing just a little bit more than what is asked of them. And I am so excited to announce our Member of the Year, Jody Singh.
Alright, hello everybody, my name is Steven Lopez and
I'm Eric Laney.
and we're co-chairs for the AS Banquet. Just to give you a little background, the AS Banquet started 2 years ago and since then we've grown into a really well organization that services over hundreds of students every week, and we do have a lot of projects in this upcoming school year, so you all better watch out. So it'll be fun and really cool. But yeah, so what would you like to talk about?
Yeah, sure. So all the community members were really great this year. Those who were with us from the beginning of the year, as well as those who stepped in during spring quarter and really took on a lot of responsibility, being completely new to the service and the committee. But we decided to honor our outgoing senior, who's not here with us today, but he has been here since the very beginning of the food bank. And has been on the committee for the past 2 years as our publicity coordinator, planning a lot of the different campaigns to get the word out about the service. And he recently, for our end of the year event, he kind of thought of the idea of making our banquet or our anniversary celebration more of a fun food demo, very interactive. So we'd like to present this award to Christian Arevalo, and he cannot make it, but definitely, yeah. Do you want to do Photoshop? Yeah, we'll do
Hi everyone, my name is Lydia and I'm here representing AS Student Lobby. And first of all, I think what I noticed more about this year, more than just being in an office, we really grew as a family together. We had a lot of fun, and it's probably the most fun that I've had in the last few years that I've been involved with the Student Lobby. And when I was thinking about who to give these awards to, I couldn't just pick one. I thought of two people who are kind of opposites. I was thinking of how it's more of like a sweet and a spicy, because the first person is Tiny. She has a big heart. She's helped me out a lot this year, keeping me cool and always reminding me of why we're here. And the second person is someone who is a very strong woman. She has been the first one to speak up and the last one to speak, which is great. And I'm really excited to see what she's going to be doing for next year. She is the new AS Student Lobby Chair. So with that, I want to congratulate Reina Galil and Maria Flores.
All right, thank y'all.
Hi everyone. Weren't the chicken nuggets really good? They're delicious. So my name is Randy Stewart. I was this year's external vice president for local affairs. It was a good time. So let me just start off by saying really quickly, and the other execs are going to disagree with me here, I had the best staff. The best staff. So, and I'm fighting on that because it's just come true. So, love you guys. Yeah, so everyone else was amazing, but I do want to take this time to recognize one individual who really did a lot of work this year and who worked on a lot of different projects. So this person was always on time to meetings, always showed up with a good attitude, smile on her face, just always went to all the VCCs she was supposed to go to, always kept me updated. Whenever I circled back with her, she always had progress. She is great at collaborating. She's the most open-minded person you could ever meet. She's done a lot of work this year with tons of different projects, like working with ILA's Tenants Union and helping out with the protests there, and doing the roommate mocktail mixer so that first years could meet roommates before they go into IB. And this person has even committed to working on one of the projects that's been rolling around AS for 5 years now, Rate My Landlord website. That hasn't been accomplished yet. Working on that with IBTU over the summer. This person is actually going to put forward that effort even though she's graduating, and I would just really like to honor Hannah Pierce for this.
Hi everyone, my name is Cassie and I'm from AS Program Board. Alright, so first, I kind of did something different this year. So first I'd like to recognize someone else as well other than the Member of the Year. I did a Spring Quarter Member of the Year. Unfortunately, he's not here due to he never answers his phone, so I think that gives it away Program Board. So this person, he's an incredible person. Not only does he do the job, he's our event staff coordinator. We do a lot of sponsorships with other organizations and other AS groups. So he's actually, I think, there tonight, actually, working right now, so which is why he couldn't be here. But not only that, but anytime, he's a great cook. He cooks for us all the time when he can. He has us over all the time when he can. His, his chicken is amazing. And he's never, he's basically a good number. Anytime any of us need anything, he's always there to help out. He's always helping out production, just being there for extra hands, which is great. So I'd like to honor Justin Deshuk for our Spring Quarter Member of the Year. And now to Member of the Year. What can I say about this person? I'm really bad at these speeches, just so you know, so okay. So this person I met last year, we're both graduating this year, and I hold him very, very dear to my heart. Just let me just say as a person, he's very interesting. I grew to love him so much. I just can't even describe him, I guess. He talks a lot, so it's great for our relationship because I'm a great listener and he's a great talker, so it works out great. As a program board member, I just really wanted to recognize him this year because, like I said, we do a lot of the sponsorships with other groups, and that includes our production. And he will do anything he can to make sure we can help that group. We've never been able to say no to any organization because of him. Especially Spring Quarter becomes the busiest for us, and literally this entire quarter he's had something every week, back to back, day after day. I don't even remember if he's had a free weekend this quarter at all, maybe one. Extravaganza, he's there from the very, very morning to the very, very night, first to arrive, last to leave. I can't even, I could keep going, but I'd rather not. But I think he knows what he's done for us and for this organization and for Program Board, and I am really going to miss him. Hopefully we'll stay in touch, he'll be better. But yeah, I'd like to recognize Chris Shupart.
I want a big round of applause for Evan and Deborah with UCSB Catering for being on the ground and making this event happen. The fact of the matter is, whether it be banquets, extravaganza, all your co-sponsorships, what it takes is people on the ground getting things done. And I'm very fortunate and very grateful to have been that guy for not just his program board, but a lot of the other BCCs and OSL groups as well. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chair Kozuk,
Commission on Student Wellbeing, and this member has had such a big impact on CASA. Even if she just transferred this year, she's really made a huge impact, and so many things always went above and beyond. And proud to call her my friend, and yeah, so congratulations to Natalia Sadalina.
Well, I don't really know what to say since I'm new here, but just like huge thanks to CASA, huge thanks to you guys. Go CASA, yeah!
Hi everyone, I'm Corey.
And I'm Tessa.
We're the co-chairs of EAB, and we're here to present this award to our Member of the Year, which I'm very, very pleased to do. This person approached us as a first year before our first meeting of the year, saying that she was discontent with something that was happening on campus and she wanted to do something about it, and that really inspired me. She told us that the bathroom dorms were throwing away too many paper towels and she wanted to do something about it.
And we used to always like to joke in our core officer meetings that if we had an event, we know at least one person would show up because this member showed up to I think almost every single event, every single meeting, we always knew one member would at least be there.
Throughout the year, this person was dedicated to our fossil free movement, and she showed immense initiative and dedication and smarts for a first year student. We're really impressed by her in that front as well.
And we're very excited that she's going to continue with EAB and be a core officer next year. So our award for Member of the Year goes to Lauren Dykeman.
Wow, I didn't expect this at all, but everyone in EAB is equally deserving of this, and I just have to say it's my best decision out of college to join EAB because it's amazing.
Sorry we're not leaving yet. I also have an award here for the Board Member of the Year. This special person joined EAB last year, and she was a general member, and took the initiative to run for co-chair during our elections, which was really phenomenal. And through this year, she showed immense passion and dedication to the club. She put EAB above herself, her schoolwork, and it really showed. EAB was very strong this year, and it couldn't have been done without our very own co-chair, Tessa Balboni. Thank you, Tessa.
Hey everyone. So, my name is Dana, and this is Caitlin. We're last year's co-chairs for IBCRC. But we're just representing IBCRC, and we wanted to recognize a member who really stepped up this year. And we had the ability to see her grow a lot and become a really strong leader in our community. And we just wanted to recognize Tanya Zaduri. I was going to say something too. Before I reveal it, that's all right. So, Tanya's been here in IBCRC since, this is just awkward. Okay, Tanya's great. She's been here since day one. We love you.
I was not sure. I just finished the midterm, so like this. Sorry guys, it's been a long day. Thank you. I was vice chair, and like this quarter I stepped up the internal chair because Megan wasn't here, so it was an honor, and I love IBCRC, and although I won't be a member next year, I'm going to be a general member and go to all the meetings and have fun with everyone. So yeah, thank you.
Hello, folks. My name is Noah. I was a student at advocate, former, I'm done with that now. So I wanted to present this award to someone in the Office of the Student Advocate who has really been like the core and the backbone of the office, who's like, who's demonstrated unparalleled commitment. I can't appreciate this person enough. I don't have words for him. I can talk for a while. But this person has really stepped up. Ran an entire office by themselves and managed a staff of 16 people, huge budget, a lot of things happening, and this person was able to keep their cool, keep me grounded, and checked at all times. I'm forever grateful and indebted to this person. Folks, please make sure you remember this name because you're going to see her around in the following years, and even after graduation, she's going to be doing big things. Please help me welcome my Chief of Staff, Shara Ayers.
Hi everyone. I'm Shara, Cash Money Millionaire. So although I do not have a word for Yoel, words cannot express how grateful I am to have him as my mentor and have him as in my life. So he was my RA for my first year, and he brought me into this space, into a lot of the spaces that you all see me in, and I wouldn't be the person that I am on campus today if it wasn't for Yoel. So thank you, and I am indebted gratefully to you.
Get that picture.
Hello everyone again, my name is Sophia Armin, and I am your former Associate Students President. Back a little bit, all right? So I just want to say I'm forever indebted to my office. It's been a crazy year, lots of sleepless nights, a crazy office, food left in the office, which I still have issue with. We'll talk about that later. But really though, honestly, my office has done amazing projects this year and has been very active, especially for an executive office, from things like putting on a textbook marketplace, the Workers' Appreciation Dinner, working and honestly getting funding to many student organizations to keep their programs running, which often is not a priority, I feel like, within executive offices. So please keep in mind how you are the vital livelihood for a lot of different programs on campus. Working on teach-ins, literally being at Senate meetings forever. Y'all have been like a support system and a backbone. I know not everyone could be here, but I just want to say each of you deserve an award. You are incredible and truly have meant so much to me in my life, including the new friends that I've made. And that's all I can say is everyone in my office are truly loved friends and family. I just want to give this award, and even though this person actually had to step out, for those of you who don't know this individual, he's extremely incredible, amazing, and selfless in the work that he's done in this association. Once again, as a person that hasn't always been, in the spotlight, but has done incredible work, specifically with a community on campus that is unbelievably marginalized and often not given a voice, which are workers. So folks, let's give a hand for workers, please. So I just want to say this position wasn't even going to exist in the association this year, and I decided to make it part of my office. But I just want to tell you all what workers do on this campus and how this person has fundamentally shifted the culture and relationship of AS and continued such a strong bond of students and workers and enabling that solidarity. It's really important that you all know the staff that's on campus, that you know the people that are picking up your trash, that are literally cleaning your toilets, that are helping, make this campus run. It's not just those administrators, it's also the workers that you see day in and day out. So I really just want to say, on behalf of the Associate Students Office of the President, the Member of the Year Award goes to Alex Jensen for all of his work. I'm sure Alex has something wonderful to say because he's so beautiful. All right, thanks everyone.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm here for Queer Commission, and I'll be giving the Member of the Year Award to Peterson Pham. Can we give a round of applause? I don't know, Peterson Pham is an amazing student, amazing member of QCOM. I've had the pleasure of seeing him at numerous events outside of QCOM, student lobby conference, various score events, as well as different panels that students put on, dealing information from diversity and whatnot. And he's done a lot of amazing things this year with QCOM. One of the things that stands to mind is his collaborative work with IDEAS and pointing out the undocumented API and other communities on this campus that happened this spring quarter. So if I can just one more round of applause for QCOM as well as Peterson Pham.
Good evening. I'm Hillary Clayton. I'm the Iowa State Community Advisor, and I am also one of the advisors. One of the groups that I advise is Code, and I was trying to stall because the chair is in class right now. Code is the Commission on Disability Equality, and this group is fully organized and fully staffed this year with student leaders, and it's just been a remarkable year. They're working on the Transportation Alternatives Program for students with temporary and permanent disabilities, and this last week they've been doing disability awareness adventures. Today there was a Jeopardy where they were asking questions about disabilities, and tomorrow I believe there's going to be an event about ice cream and trying to make an ice cream sundae with different abilities, and so hopefully you can check that out. The chair debated about it, couldn't be here because she's in class, but she wanted me to present this to the Member of the Year. And I want to say that this member is so organized and so calm and so compassionate and just on it, like minutes are out like that and everything's organized, but just really coming from a very compassionate place. And I want to read what Lupe wrote, and this award goes out to Irene Sarmiento. Irene was selected because of her amazing work ethic. Irene went above and beyond her duties and responsibilities as recording historian officer. Prior to every meeting, she would prepare and send out the agenda and a friendly reminder about meetings and events to Code members. Irene would keep the officers and members connected by sending out all the minutes promptly after meetings. She also kept the website and Facebook page updated. And this is really important because it's really the communication getting out to the students. Irene not only took minutes for our general body meetings, but also for the transportation project, which is extremely important because in the past, minutes were not taken and there wasn't a record of what people had been working on. Her dedication to Code and her passion to make a positive impact in our community has not gone unnoticed. Thank you, Irene. I'm looking forward to working with you again next year. Much love, Lupe Ibarra.
Picture by yourself. I'm coming back up here. Thank you.
And I have another award to give out. It is with great respect and enthusiasm that I announce the Student Staff Member of the Year Award. to the IB office assistants, Alexandra Garcia, Brianna Franco, and Alejandra Gutierrez. Come on, ladies. They all individually bring skills and expertise to the position and collectively provide a welcoming and professional atmosphere for students and community members seeking assistance. As IB office assistants, they support the operations for both the boards of the Isla Vista Tenants Union and the Associated Legal Resource Center, as well as the service provision for people seeking assistance and advice on tenant issues and other legal matters. Many tenants and clients seeking services in our office come in visibly upset and stressed and experience a myriad of emotions. Alex, Brianna, and Alejandra provide a warm and courteous welcome to all who seek our services, and their job extends much farther than managing usual office tasks such as answering the phones, filing and assisting W2 and LRCO projects. They're connecting with students and community members with compassion and maintaining strict confidentiality. Since last summer, Alex, Brianna, and Alejandra have gone above and beyond in their position by providing support to the tenants of 781 Embarcadero del Norte who are unjustly evicted from their homes. They have supported the case management by directly communicating with the tenants in the tenant's first language, which is Spanish. When a tenant came in to discuss her frustration with the construction happening in her apartment last August, we realized that the construction wasn't really the issue. The issue was that they were all getting evicted. The IB office staff stepped up to assist with this case management by offering bilingual Spanish-English communication, interpretation, and translating. Alex, Brianna, and Alejandra provided support for the tenants by meeting with them, interviewing them, answering countless questions, and allaying fears. When we realized the extent of the eviction situation, they assisted in contacting tenants and setting up meetings so we could inform them of their rights and options to compensate them for their damages. They have been friendly faces to talk to when the tenants received eviction notices. They have been compassionate advocates when tenants felt hopeless and scared. They have been consistently professional when translating written materials and interpreting conversations in strategic meetings. They have exhibited compassion and patience when they have had to answer the same questions over and over and repeat the same information to different families. That one tenant client turned into 13 clients despite fears to come forward because the original and subsequent tenants trusted Alex, Brianna, and Alejandra and encouraged their neighbors to seek our services. And when the students who moved into the building sought assistance, they welcomed them into the office as well. The IB office assistants have performed exceptional service to Isla Vista Tenants Union, the Legal Resources Center, the entire association, the student population, and the community of Isla Vista, and I hope you will join me in expressing gratitude to Alex, Brianna, and Alejandra for the professional and compassionate service as student staff members of the year.
And so, Andrew, congratulations. All right, wait, can you stay until the next senator comes up? Okay. All right. Last but not least. All right, so this senator position, or the senator award, goes out to Caitlin Christensen. It was just a pleasure having you on the board. Always, you always came in with an open mind and very positive. And I know that even when there were times in the room when you wanted to leave or when you were really upset, and I probably was the reason as to why, you were upset or frustrated, but no matter what, you always made it through. And you came in, I think you came in as excited into every single Senate meeting as you did to the very first one. And so congratulations, Caitlin. Thank you so much, everyone, and I hope you all enjoyed the good food. All right, thank you.
Say something about my role real fast. Just trying to sneak out. We had our dinner yesterday, and we kind of said a couple things, but I don't know how many of you all went into this in this room have been to a Senate meeting, but it's extremely stressful for the audience members. So you can only imagine how stressful it is for the IBP. It's like a ridiculous amount of pressure, and I just wanted to thank you for handling it with such grace. And I think we all really appreciated you, and everyone who came into Senate could, see how much work you're putting in and how hard it was. We love you.
Jamie. Give it up one more time for Miguel for putting on this amazing event. Mr. Sir, Miguel has so much free time. He can just put this on, it's just like what he does on his spare time. No, Miguel is like constantly doing things for this campus, so thank you, my good friend. I just want to say, so it's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna make this too long, but really, this last year was the first time when I had just gotten elected that I was addressing you all as the Associated Students President. This event is always the first moment, really the starting kind of kickoff for the President's term, and it was such an amazing just thrill and excitement in the room for me, and it was so incredible and so surreal, honestly. I want to tell you all, for one, that I never thought that I'd be in this position at all. It was really through the amazing work and motivation by many people, including many people in this room, that I actually got here. And for one, I just want to say, I said this actually a year ago, standing right here. Y'all hit hard. I know it. I see it. You're doing crazy work. You're staying up late. You're pulling out 2 papers in like 4 hours just to do what you do for the student body. I said it last time, but you're cutting showers and we can see it. Let me just say, there's a stain in the AS office and it's just what it is. Okay? There's no shame in it. You're badge of honor. Whatever. Teach their own. But, I gotta say, it's something that is extraordinary, the amazing power of what students can do if they decide to do it collectively. I said this last year at this time, and I will say it again. Associated students, by definition, is the most incredibly progressive idea, and progressive not in the sense of something that is polarized or has been rhetorically used in this country to divide and whatever, or chop or push some agenda in the latest trend, but actually to think about forward thinking, to think about that you all, as like 18 through whatever year olds, should be able to determine your futures and the futures of your society is incredible, incredible. And these spaces for us to have this dialogue not only are rare, but they have to be protected constantly, constantly. And it is not just because of the work of you all, but the work of you in decades past that literally got you all here. And if you don't understand not only the congratulations, but the responsibility that you have from this moment on to carry with you exactly what you learned here, then you missed AS. AS is not just about, awards banquets. It's a promise. It's a promise to the student body. It's a promise to people like you that we're going to create a better and more just world, that we're going to be part of shaping. And that's an incredible, incredible concept in itself. I just want to say, this is really not my night, this is your night. I'm outgoing here. It's been crazy. I can't even tell you how many times I've been in this room. Do you know how many setups are allowed in this room? I've booked Corwin Pavilion 80 times, and each time they come with a floor plan, and it's great. It's great. But I gotta say, it's been crazy. It's been real. Those of you who are just starting here, who are first years? Raise your hand. Y'all are the legacy. You're the people that will mentor people who you don't even know yet will come in this room and will feel part of something so much bigger. Part of something that is whole and is about actually addressing things in this world that quite a lot of people don't want students to have any say about. This is the reality of where we're at, and I want to make it very, very clear, because I've been known for nothing except real talk, and I will leave you with this. The state of public education in this country, let alone in this state, is in crisis. It is not to say this so that we sit here and weep. It is to say that we will be compelled, that our future will be decided whether we act or whether we do not act. And it is you all who have chosen to act, and I want to make this very clear. Not only is it not just you in this room, there are people busting their butt all over campus, right, who aren't in this room, and I want to acknowledge them. I really do. But I gotta say, it will be us who decides if students like you can even sit in this room in the coming decades. This, as associated students, once again, is not just a position for a year. It's not just you were part of that committee that you got that piece of paper or that award. It's a promise. It's a call. And once you take it, you can't leave it. I gotta tell you, I've seen a lot of crazy shit here. Seen a lot of crazy shit. I mean, crazy. Thousands of people protesting through Isla Vista. Literally staying in that women's comm office on that like 80-year-old couch. I swear there are juices in there, I don't even want to know. But there are beautiful, beautiful niches that we create and can never be replicated anywhere else. There are services, I mean, I want you all to understand the idea of creating a food bank. The idea of deciding we're going to divest from things like fossil fuels or human rights. These are incredible, incredible ideas that we need to grapple with. Incredible things that I am nothing short of proud to be leaving here with. And I think, I really want to end with this. There's been said a lot of things, and once again, this is really the moment, and I'm sorry, I thought it was you, but for your next president to address you, and so, just take this from a concerned student. I started with these words at the beginning, and actually it was a very good friend of mine and a mentor, Yoel Hyler, who helped repeat these in times of need. There's been a lot of talk, for example, about this association. Every year, there's things, for example, like tension. There's things about having difficulties, people who are going through real shit, who also are still putting themselves on the line for students. People who don't get recognized but deserve it. All of you deserve so many awards and congratulations and thanks. But know that no matter what, that people you don't even know feel the effects of your work. They feel it. They feel it, and they will never even know your name. And that's good enough. That's so much better than even good enough. To end with this, I want to say this because this is what this association needs and always has needed. It needs a strong voice. Strength in our voices. Understanding that our agency is power. That the belief that we have in ourselves has to be transmitted to other folks. That someone installed that light in you and you got to pass it on. And this is all coming from the heart, I'm going to tell you. So I want to leave you from this. I started with this quote and I'll end with this quote. It's by Frederick Douglass. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. Those who profess to favor freedom and yet deprecate agitation are men who want crops without plowing up the ground. They want rain without thunder and lightning. They want ocean without the awful roar of its many waters. This struggle may be a moral one or it may be a physical one. And it may be both moral and physical, but it must be a struggle. Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did, and it never will. I want to leave you all with that because the idea, too, that not only you are human beings having to navigate very real things, having to deal with interpersonal things, having to deal with even group dynamics within this setting, staying up for 12-hour meetings. These things are struggles already. We go through these struggles, and every person that you meet is going through a struggle. But the idea that you all have made the choice to be here, or some of you have been compelled to be here, is just a testament to just how beautiful, healthy, and alive this association is and will continue to be. Thank you so much for everything you have given me, and don't you forget, give them fucking hell here.
All right, so I want to thank everyone for coming, and I like to leave everyone with a few last remarks. I also had a few quotes, and actually the quote you had is a little better than the one I came up with, so I won't do that one. But I just want to leave y'all with a few quotes and a few last comments. So this is my 5th year, so I'll be leaving after this year. And I'm gonna try to stay in Santa Barbara if I can. If anyone knows about any job opportunities for next year, please hit me up. I'd like to stay in Santa Barbara. Sorry, that's a shameless plug, but I mean it. Like, if you really have a job opportunity, hit me up, please. You know, often I've been asked, you know, what is Santa Barbara like? You know, what is UCSB like? And I always felt uncomfortable with that question. Because, I mean, who am I to define what UCSB and Santa Barbara is? So all I can do is define it for myself. And, you know, anytime you go anywhere, whatever place you visit is always defined by the relationships and the moments and the experiences that you had, the good and the bad. And these last 5 years have been incredible. I've learned a lot, I've faced a lot, and especially this last year and a half, I've felt a lot of growth. But that growth has come out of me being able to listen to myself and challenging myself and my ideas and where I stand, and asking myself if where I stand is really what I mean. You know, do I say what I mean, and do I mean what I say? So I just want to introduce a few quotes by some people that I really look up to. The first one is, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Malcolm X. I do not fear death itself, but a life without meaning. Huey P. Newton. And the last one is, don't lose yourselves. And if you're lost, let the struggles in life and serve as lessons to help you find yourself. Without struggle, there is no growth. Without growth, you can't be strong. And if you're not strong, then that which you stand for won't be either. Me. I just want to thank really everyone who's here and for all the work that you do. But as Sophia said, you know, it's not really about us and the people in this room. Actually, most of it is for the people that can't be in this room. You know, it's for many of us, for our parents, for the people that we grew up with that couldn't make it for whatever reason. You know, it's for the people that are so busy at work, you know, working 2 jobs so that they can send as much money as they can for their kids to be able to barely make it through this school, right? And as Sophia said, you know, it's good to take a moment and realize and celebrate each other, but also celebrate those who aren't here with us, whatever that means to you. You know, a lot of times I find myself calculating so much like what I'm going to say next because I'm trying to have a certain effect on people, but you know, one of the biggest things that I've learned from others is the ability to just speak from your heart. You know, and a lot of times, you know, we come here and we're taught to kind of be able to articulate things in a certain way and almost in a very cold way, very objective, but the thing is, like, this world isn't objective. You know, that's why I read the quotes that I did. You know, the reason why I read them was because I just want to let y'all know, do not be afraid to take a stand. You know, and if your stand is challenged, then instead of listening to the people that are challenging, you need to be willing to listen to yourself. Because if you can't listen to yourself, you can't listen to anyone else. You know, there's a lot of issues going on around us all the time, and one of the things that I've been involved with is the gang junction here in Santa Barbara. You know, and I get so caught up sometimes in school and doing essays and whatever it is, and then I remind myself that there are people outside that are going through a lot of shit. Right? There are people that are being evicted from their homes. There are people that are being criminalized right here and right now. You know, racism, sexism, class exploitation, all those things exist. You know, and coming here isn't about dwelling on those things, but people come to these type of spaces because they find hope in each other. Right? It's one thing to feel so overwhelmed because there's so many things going on, but we're not by ourselves, you know, and hopefully, you know, coming to a room like this will remind you that no matter what work you did, it wasn't just you. It was knowledge and work that was done before you that led you up until this moment. We're standing on history, and it's important to recognize that history. Everything we do sets a precedent for the people that are gonna follow us. And one of the questions I had written, which I was gonna ask in the beginning, is why are we here? And that's not a question you have to answer to myself, because in the end, you're the one that has to answer to yourself every day. And I just want to say that, to all my friends, all the people out there, and everyone who's here, even if I don't know you, I just want you to know that really we're standing at an opportune moment in time. There's a lot of bad things going on, but there's also a lot of hope, right? And hope is found within each other. That's why we have, candles. When you go to a rally, you have a vigil. The purpose of the candle is to light each other's flames, right?